Good morning to all. Today we are going to start FSM. Today is our topic. But as you know that my name is Murari Parishar. We will discuss in the last class, and we are working here in the last 5 years. And I am taking your subject. The subject name is Digital Logic Design. It is in 7th sem in EC and as well as in the computer department. And this is a very important subject. Therefore, we are focusing on that subject because in the market all things are going on digitized, and our honorable Prime Minister also focusing on that digital system. Therefore, there is a very important subject for our future specs as well as our RTU examination. As we had discussed in our last class, we have discussed combinational circuit. As we know that the combinational circuit are those circuits which have not memory, and that means we can say that the MUX is example for the combinational circuit. MUX, decoder, 7 these are the circuit that is called a combination. Now we have moved to a sequential circuit. Now, what is the meaning of the sequential circuit? The circuit which contains at least single memory, that kind of the digital circuit is called a sequential circuit. That means we are focusing that kind of the circuit which have the memory. That means if the memory is containing element is there, that means this kind of a circuit is called a sequential circuit. With the help of the sequential circuit, we design a FSM. We all combinational circuit, sequential circuit we had discussed in our last class. Therefore, now we come to our today's topic, and today's topic is FSM. FSM means finite state machine. So, what is the meaning of the finite state machine? It is those machines which have the finite number of the states. That kind of the machine is called a finite state machine. Now, first of all, we are taking the example by which we understand what is the FSM. Now, everybody know everybody had a washing machine in our home. In case we are taking the example of the washing machine has a 4 state. First state, we put a cloth in a boiler. Sorry, not a boiler. That is the space are there at which we put the cloth. And after that, when we switch it on, the motor is there and motor is revolving. And with the help of this revolution, the cloth those are put here earlier, they also will move. And due to that, our cloth is clean, and after when the cloth is clean, the valve is automatically open, and those water are there, they are leave from this washing machine, and we get a clean cloth. That means in this case there are the 4 states are there. That means this is the best example for a finite state machine. Now we take the example by which we explain what is a finite state machine and how it is realized. Now we taking an example. There in the clock pulse, we consider there is a T, and this is the input, and this is the output. We are considering the 3 terms first: clock pulse, that is a T, W is the input, and the Z is the output. The condition is that when the 2 consecutive inputs come and the output goes to high, and if the in any case the single input come, that means single input high, but the other input is low, that means the output becomes low. The condition is taking this is the T0 and T1, T2, T3, T4, T5 and T6 and T7. Now we are considering there are the 8 clock cycles, and the inputs are 0, 1, 0, 1, 1, 1, 0 and 1. Now these are the inputs given to the machine. Now what will be happen? Only remember that the condition is when the 2 consecutive inputs come, then the output high. Otherwise output always goes to low. That means here input 0, the first when you start machine, the output always 0. When the input is 0 at the clock pulse T0, input is 0. That means outputs come 0. At the T1 stage, the input is 1, the output is 0. At the T2 stage, the input is 0. The input is 0. That means output is also 0. The third stage, at the fourth clock cycle, the input is 1. The output also 0. The fourth clock pulse, the input is 1. The output goes to 1. Why? Because two consecutive at T3 and T4, two consecutive ones are occur, and due to that the output becomes high. The condition is, always remember, if the two consecutive input high, the output will be high, otherwise output always 0. That means the two occurs, therefore output is high. Now the third is the input at the time period, at the clock cycle T5, the input is 1 and the previous one is also 1, therefore output will be high. And the next one is 0 at the clock plus 6, the 0, and first one is 1, the second one is 0, hence the output becomes 0 and so on. So these are the conditions given by the examiner, and with the help of this condition we frame a state diagram. Now with the help of this clock cycle input and the output, we make a state diagram for the FSM. First we consider there are the three state diagrams: state first, state second and state third. Now when we considering state 1, state 2 and state 3, we have considered Z and Z. Z represents output of the state, and the A represents A, B and C represents the state of the machine. This is in the first state, this is the second state, and this is the third state. That means there are the three states are there in this machine. Now we consider when the input at state first, that means at state A, then the output is 0. We are considering all these are considered to solve this problem. The second case, at state B, the output also 0, and third, at Z at C, the Z is equals to 1. Now the question is come in our mind, why are we taking the three states? Remember that the examiner give you condition, if there are the two consecutive ones came, then your output will high, otherwise output will low. It means we can say that if the output, now first of all we are considering why I am taking the three states and how I justify with the help of this three state and this condition. So first of all we start reset. Those are there, because this is a sequential circuit and the previous values are there. Therefore first of all when we start the machine, then reset is must. Therefore the condition is two consecutive input came, then output high. If we consider W is equals to 1, then the state goes A to B. If the condition, once again, if W is equals to 1, then it goes B to C. That means now I am taking this one here. When we are at state first, when W is equals to 1 came, we transit to state B. That means at the state B the output is 0. Here at the state B the output is 0. That means this condition is satisfied. Okay. At the case in the previous one, this is the 1 0. The output at A is also 0. That is also satisfied. Now third, when once again W is equals to 1, that means once again W is equals to 1, then output becomes 1. That means when we at the input comes W is equals to 1, then out we transit to at state C, but in this case the output is 1. That means those conditions are given in this question. All the conditions are followed with this help of this example. Next, if once again 1 come, then what will be happen? The output becomes 1. That means at the case C, the W is equals to 1. That means the output always 1. And where the output is 1? At state C. Now, therefore, to satisfy this condition, therefore I am taking 3 states. Now, if you are at state A and W is equals to 0, that means input comes 0, then what will happen? You stay at the same place. That means this is the initial state. Therefore, when that means input is 0, then you stay at same place. When input comes 1, you move to transit to B state. When the input when the input comes 1, then transit to B to C. Because here the B state, if W is equals to 0, then what will be happen? We move to A state. We move to if W is equals to 0, then we transit to A state. Now, there are the W's input 0 and 1. Completed. Now, in the third case, that means at state 3, that's C, when W becomes 1, then W, that means inputs occurs 1, then what will be happen? We transit to at state C. When W is equals to 0, then what will be happen? If the W becomes 0, then we transit C to A. We transit C to A. That means all the conditions. Input is W is either at W, either it is 0 or 1. That means if at state 0 occurs, it is moves to at same state. If 1 occurs, it is moves to B. At the state B, if W occurs 0, that means you transit to B to A, or if the W comes 1, then that means you transit to at C. So now checking the last C. If W is equals to 1, then you stay at C, because at the only C is there where the output is 1. And when the W becomes 0, then what will be happen? We transit to state A. If you have any confusion in this question, that means with the help of this clock cycle input and Z, they are given. With the help of this, we design a state diagram, and this state diagram is A, B and C. Got it? Have you any confusion in asking any question? Have confusion? No? Okay. Now we move to the next step. This is the first step. Now the second step is, now we convert it into a state diagram. That is called a state. This is called a state. S-T-A-T-E. State diagram. State diagram. Now we make a state table. With the help of this state diagram, we now make a state table. Now, how can you make a state table? First of all, we take the PS. What is the meaning of the PS? Present state. Next, NS means next state, and third is output. Now, output represent Z. Now PS. PS means present state, where your machine is live presently. That means, first of all, our machine is at first state, and the first state is your A state. Therefore, first of all, we write the present state is A. Okay. Now, when your machine is at A, then what will be happen when input comes 0 or 1? That means the next state occur due to the input. That will be taking W is equals to 0, W is equals to 1. Okay. Now, if the W, when we at A state, when W comes 1, then what will be happen? We move to same state. That means when we add A, the W comes 0, then we do not move or transit to any other state. That means we stay at same state. When W comes 1, then what will be happen? When you are at A, W comes 1, then we transit A to B. We transit A to B. That means A to B means presently you are A. When W comes 1, we transit to B state. It is a B. Now we consider at your present state is B. Now there is a B. This is the present state. Now we take the next step. If W is equal to 0, that means at B, if W means input comes 0, then what will be happening? We transit B to A. That means we transit B to A. Now you are at B and W becomes 1. That means W comes 1. Input comes 1, then what will be happen? You transit B to C. You transit B to C. That means when W is equal to 1, you are at B. You transit B to C. Now the present state is, now considering the present state is C. The present state is C. If W comes 0, then what will happen? We transit C to A. We transit C to A. And if you are at C state and if W comes 1, then what will happen? You stay at the same place. That means you are presently at C, and when the input comes 1, you are staying at C. The same place, the C. Now we take it. At A, the output Z is equals to 0. That means at A, the Z is equals to 0. At B, the Z is equals to 0. The Z is equals to 0. And at C, the Z is equals to 1. And at C, the Z is equals to 1. And this is a state table. This is a state table for this state diagram. Now, here for the simplicity, we using A, B and C, and the cap A, B, C computer can't understand. Therefore, now what we will do? We convert these states into binary form. Because computer know only binary. Therefore, we convert this state into the binary form. When we considering the binary form, this state is called, next step is called state assignment. This is a state table. Next is a state assignment table. Here there are the three states are there, A, B and C. We consider A is a 0, 0, B is a 0, 1 and C is a 1, 0. Okay, there are the three states are there, and the three states are denoted with the help of the 2-bit binary numbers, that is a 0, 0, 0, 1, 1, 0 and 1, 1. Okay, now we make a state assignment table. The now third step is make a state assignment table. So this is a present state, this is a next state, this is our output, that is the Z. Next state comes when W is equal to 0 and W is equals to 1. Okay. Now let consider A is equals to 0 0, B is equals to 0 1, and C is equals to 1 0. At the place of, instead of A B C, now we write 0 0 0 1 and 1 0. Now we make a table here for state assignment table. The A write 0 0, B write 0 1, C write 1 0, and the D is, we are just only considering D state is not there, but okay, don't worry, you skip it. If you write down that confusion is created, therefore you skip it. Now this is a table. First of all, make a table clearly, because with the help of this table we realize a circuit diagram. Therefore, first of all, we draw clearly state assignment table. This is a very important table, because without this table we can't be able to realize the circuit. Now, where this is a A, what do we write at the place of A? 0 0. At the place of A we write 0 0. Now 0 0. There also be 0 0, also 0 and 0. B, for B we write down 0 1, C 1 0, for C 1 0, and the output is at A 0 0 and 1. Now this state diagram becomes converts like that. Here there is no A B C is there, only the binary terms is there, and this table easily understand, computer easily understand this table. Therefore, first of all we make a state diagram. After that we make a state table, and this table converts to state assignment table. State assignment table, that means we are only converting ABC into a binary form. Okay? You have any confusion? Okay? Now, this is the next state, this is the present state, and this is the output. Now, there you come. Let's consider this is a next state, and there are the 2 bits are there. Here, first bit and second bit. There are the 2 bits are there. In the present state, also 2 bits are there. That due to the 2 bits, let's consider that is a y2, y1, y2, y1. In the next state, we are considering capital Y2, capital Y1, capital Y2, capital Y1. Capital Y1 represents first binary number, capital Y2 represents second binary number. Okay? Here in the present state we consider small y2, small y1. Here the small y1 considering as a first binary number in present state, y2 considering a second binary number in present state. That means small y represents present state and the capital Y represents next state, and Z represents output. Z represents output. Now, for realize a circuit diagram, we require a simplest form or expression. So now, to find the expression with the help of this table, when we finding the expression, now we realize it with the help of the K-map. It means when we applying the K-map in this table, and after that you get a expression in the form of y w and y, capital Y and y. Now we are going to find the expression, and the expressions are coming from the K-map. Now make a K-map. Have any confusion? No? Now as we discuss make a K map, so first of all we design a K map. So now this is the next state. The next state depends upon the present state and input value. That means we make a K map. First of all we design a K map for y1 state. Okay, that means y1. This is the y1. Next states depends upon present state and inputs. Therefore, we first of all we find the expression for y1. So y1 is write down here, and now I am make a table. That is a present state, and this is a input w, and this is a K map table. Here 0 0. That means 0 0 means y2 and y1 both are low. 0 1 1 1 1 0. That means here what is the meaning of that? 0 1 y2 low, y1 high. At the place 1 1 means y2 high, y1 also high, and at that place y2 high but y1 low. Here w is equals to 0, and that means at that place w is low and at that place w is high. Now find where y1 is high. At w0. At w0. Here w0. Oh, sorry. At w0. y1 0 0 0. Here at w is equals to 1. y1 is high when the present state is 0 0. That means the present state is 0 0 and w is equals to 1. We got y is equals to 1. Understand what I am doing here? No? Okay. Don't worry. Here, look at this is the y1. The 0 0 0. In this case, the first consider this one. 1 is there? Any 1 is there in this case? No? 0 0 0. That means y never high in this row. Okay? Now here, this is the y. When w is equals to 1, y1, this is the y1, here y1 is equals to 1. So where 1 is comes? When w is equals to 1 and see, look at present state is equals to 0 0. That means the present state is 0 0, the present state is 0 0 and the input is equals to 1, w is equals to 1, then you got a hyperlink. Okay? Have you confusion? Now understand? And now check the 0 and the 0. That means no I is there. y1 only except this. The y1 never high in any case. Therefore, we here all we write down 0 0 0 0 and the 0. Now expression becomes this is the only one. This is the only one. The expression y1 is equals to that is the w and y1 y2 both are. Okay? Understand? Now as we y1 find, similarly now we are going to find y2. Okay? Here now we draw the y2 is here. This is a y2, this is a small y2, y1, this is a w0, 1, that is 0 0, 0 1, 1 1, 1 0. Now checking for y2. Now first at w is equals to 0, y2 at w is equals to 0, y2 is equals to 0 0 0. Okay? Now at w is equals to 1, y2 0, but here 1 comes. That means where at w is equals to 0 and present state is 0 1. That means find 0 1 is the present state and W is equals to 1. Okay. Now second one is here 1 is occur when W is equals to 1 and present state is 1 0. That means 1 0 and W is equals to 1. So that means 1 0 and W is equals to 1.